the court order setting the hearing for today required Mr. Salas to appear in person.
Ms. Flores, I suspect that to be the case, but I don't recall specifically. Would you tell the court if that is true or not true?
I'm looking into the notes, Your Honor.
Do you know the answer, Mr. Chu?
Judge, I don't. I mean, I know this is a hybrid court that you operate unless you unless you tell the parties to come in person. I mean, that's been my
Ms. Garcia has
policy.
the impression that that is in fact the case for this hearing.
Right out of the gate, this case starts with tension. The court order required in-person appearances, but someone didn't show, and that's never a good look. What seems procedural at first quickly turns into a battle over credibility, compliance, and control. You've got a judge demanding accountability, lawyers pushing interpretations, and a custody dispute hanging in the balance. The real question here isn't just where someone is, it's what this absence could mean for the rest of the case. Buckle up, because this hearing is about to expose far more than scheduling issues.
Refer you to the TRO and the order setting hearing on page 2. All participants, including Respondent Hugo Salas, are ordered to appear on the date and time set for the hearing physically in the courtroom.
Give the court the file stamp date. December the 5th. I'm pulling up the file. And I'll take judicial notice. I mean, I'll figure out what the order says momentarily. But Mr. Chu, were you and Mr. Salas present in person in court earlier today?
Yes, Judge. We were present this morning in person. We were ready at 10 a.m. Ms. Linnes had an objection to the visiting judge, so we had to reschedule everything to come back at 2.
Yeah, and you're referencing page 2, Ms. Garcia?
Yes, sir.
All participants, including Respondent Hugo Salas, are ordered to appear on the date and time set for the hearing physically in court. So, I mean, you're court ordered to be here. So, I guess 2 questions. First question, Ms. Garcia, have you had an opportunity to meaningfully confer with Mr. Chu?
I conferred with Mr. Chu on November 7th, Judge, and I uploaded those email communications for the court's consideration.
So the answer is no.
The answer is yes, Judge.
Have you had an opportunity to meaningfully confer today?
No.
All right. Mr. Chu, anything preventing you and your client from coming right now?
Judge, for myself, yes, I have other stuff that I need to do at the court here, so I just need to be on standby. But I can ask my client to go in person, Judge.
Participants. It doesn't say parties or counsel, just participants. Any objection to carving that exception?
Yes, Judge. I guess if you're talking about witnesses and whatnot.
I'm asking Ms. Garcia in response to your request.
I don't mind if Mr. Chu is not in the courtroom, Judge, but Mr. Salas, the whole purpose, the basis of this entire request is.
Well, I remember the previous orders, and ostensibly those have expired by operation of the final orders in this case. Mr. Salas, does anything prevent you from coming to court right now?
No, nothing prevents me from going to court right now.
All right, then. We have about an hour before we begin our next docket. So, Mr. Salas, make your way to court. Ostensibly, no matter where you're at in Webb County, it's going to take you at least 12 minutes. That should give Ms. Garcia and Mr. Chu some time to talk. And actually, I'm going to allow you to log off right now to start making your way because I have questions for both lawyers. So you can log off. I'll mark you as present by video conference, and we'll see you in court momentarily.
Thank you.
Before you confer with Mr. Chu, what is it your client is requesting and how does she intend to prove that?
Your Honor, in the courtroom, I have Officer Escobar, who responded to the call, made the subject of this request for modification. He's prepared to testify, and I do have the Bodycam video to support his testimony, Judge, and also for the court to view exactly what happened that day when Mr. Hugo allegedly was drunk driving.
So by way of evidence through testimony in a body cam, you're going to request?
We're going to request that possession of the minor children be restricted, Judge, that it be supervised, and also that Mr. Salas be required to submit to breathalyzers because his alcoholism, my client believes, is worse than ever suspected. So we would like breathalyzer as well, Judge. We would like an injunction preventing him from drinking 12 hours before any visits with the children and during his visits. We do not want him, we want an injunction to prohibit him from driving with the girls at all, Judge. And we do want him to complete alcohol treatment. But most importantly, for the best interest of the children, it is best that they not have visits with him unsupervised, because we believe his alcoholism is out of control. He's in denial about it and refuses to do anything about it, Judge.
This is where the stakes skyrocket. One side is asking the court to fundamentally change a parent's access to his children's supervised visits. Alcohol testing, driving bans, even treatment mandates. These are not minor requests. In family court, the standard is best interests of the children, but accusations alone aren't enough. Judges need evidence, not fear. So the big question becomes, does what happened that night rise to the level of immediate danger? Or are we watching a preventive move that could permanently reshape this father's relationship with his kids?
I was going to ask Mr. Chu a question, but I guess now you've prompted the court in other directions. Remind the court the reason, I don't remember. So the reason the court initially during the underlying case had an in-person mandate or order in this case was because of the tests that were ordered previously.
I'm sorry, can you repeat the question, Judge?
Ostensibly, the court had in-person orders prior to the final order, in this case, in the underlying case, but ostensibly that was done because of positive tests.
That was done because of his refusal to test.
Was there ever a positive test?
The divorce decree required him to provide results from an alleged hair follicle test, and he's not provided that to us at all, in violation of the court.
Those things never happened, and then the parties reached an agreement.
I'm sorry, an agreement?
I don't remember making a decision. I think the
No.
parties reached an agreement regarding the full outcome.
Yes.
Right.
We went to mediation with Ms. Cigarroa in August. We had another hearing here with regard to attorney's fees.
So there was no positive test, but if there is a refusal or invalidity test, it's a legal positive, not an actual positive. I recall. And any dispute with those facts on the record, Mr. Chu?
We dispute everything, Judge. The affidavit is blatant with hearsay and speculation. The officer is going to testify that Mr. Salas was given a ticket. He was not arrested. Based on that hearsay affidavit, my client has not had access to his children since December 5th, Judge. He's neither been able to see them. He's neither been able to talk to them for about 12 days now, Your Honor. So we're ready to proceed.
Well, and I guess that answers my next question. So you are aware, at least in writing, but you are aware of the request being made by Ms. Salas, and I guess you're going to dispute all of that?
Yes, Judge. We're disputing all that. I mean, she's already prevented him from seeing his children based on the ex parte, order that was signed. So he hasn't been able to see or talk to his children since December 5th.
And I guess the next question I was going to ask the staff, but I guess you've now answered that question, Mr. Chu. This isn't a pre-filed case. It was just the result of the stop or whatever it was.
No, there was never an arrest, Judge. There's not a pre-file. There wasn't anything. There was no arrest. It was a citation for backing up into a car. So all these speculation of drunk driving or intoxication, that's with moving, Your Honor. So
Okay, so if it was a Class A or Class B, it's 50-50.
it's a Class C, Judge. Yeah, so
right.
it's a citation Class C only.
Well, I tell you what, Mr. Chu, Ms. Garcia, while Mr. Salas makes his way downtown, at least talk. I mean, if you can look, I've counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 requests. If you can will it down to 4, you're in a much better position, at least. And I don't care if you agree one way or the other, or disagree one way or the other, but I mean, so at least talk. And that'll make the best use of your time while we wait for Mr. Salas. Anything else before we break, Ms. Garcia?
No, Judge, well, just to respond, the officer is going to clarify all the reasons why he was unable to make an arrest that time. So the lack of an arrest is not indicative of bad behavior, troubling behavior.
Well, I mean, I guess I can't just as a matter of law. It's what's the word? There's two sides to that coin, right? So the court can't make any inference if there is or isn't an arrest. It's just a set of facts.
Correct.
Because even if there had been an arrest, this court is not exercising its criminal jurisdiction, and I'm not going to find whether he is or is not guilty of any offense here. It's just what the conduct, if any, is indicative of the.
I think that's correct, Judge. It's either it's either they're pregnant or they're not pregnant, and the fact is there a danger to the children, and the children was not with him at that time, Judge. So
not necessarily, no. So that's a little different, and I don't want to parse words, right? So what I'm saying is the court at this exercising its family law jurisdiction isn't going to determine whether Mr. Salas is guilty or not guilty of drunk driving. But to use your analogy, we're not here to determine whether somebody is pregnant or not. The court is here to determine whether there's any sexual activity. That's different. See, so we're not looking at guilt or innocence. We're just looking at conduct as it may or may not affect the children. And I don't know what the evidence is going to show. But so talk to each other about all these things, and we'll wait for Mr. Salas to arrive. All right, stand
thank
by.
you, Judge. All right.
Court is back in session. This is the family law docket at Webb County Court at Law 2 for Wednesday, December 17, 2025. The time is now 2:36. This is cause number 2025 FLA 100C3. Court marks Ms. Garcia present in person. Person to her right is her client, Marcela Salas. Present by video conference is Nathan Chu. His client is now present in person. Ms. Garcia, how many witnesses do you have? Names?
Officer Escobar, Marcela Salas, and Hugo Salas.
Mr. Chu, do you have any witnesses?
Yes, Judge. I believe I filed my witness list with the court. Let me check.
Who are those persons?
One moment, Judge.
About 20 minutes before a group of 30 or so youth success court participants arrive. So court sees that you have named Mauricio Renteria, Edna Fairbairn, Officer Andres Sanchez, Officer Erika Escamilla, Marcela Salas, and yourself.
Yes, Judge. That's correct.
I don't know if I'm going to limit you to like an hour total or whether I should just keep you here till 9.
If I may, Judge.
Give me a second. Questions, Ms. Garcia. None of these 3 witnesses are going to have overlapping testimony.
Most of those witnesses have nothing to do with the basis of my request for temporary orders, Judge.
Well, they're your witnesses. I'm asking about
Oh,
your
mine.
witnesses.
Mine.
Right.
Overlapping? No.
Yeah. Okay. Same question to you, Mr. Chu. These witnesses ostensibly, they're all going to testify as to different things.
Yes, Judge. Different things.
All right. And ostensibly, counsel, your duties end at 5, wherever you're at.
It would end at 7 today, Judge, because I have night court beginning at 5. So I have until 5 today.
Well, no, what I was going to do, because of the court order, is just order that you be here, because I'm going to recess in about an hour, and then we'll start at 5 in person. Everybody here in person at 5, and we'll just go until you all are done. So just plan accordingly. All right. Anybody invoking the rule?
I invoke
Yes, I invoke the rule, Judge.
All right. Officer Escobar, if you're present, please step forward. Marcela Salas, Hugo Salas, step forward. Mauricio Renteria, Edna Fairbairn, Officer Sanchez, Officer Escamilla, And Mr. Chu, raise your right hands. Just let me get the folks present. We have both parties present. Officer, tell the court your name, please. Officer Escobar, court marks you present in person. Tell the court your name, please.
Mauricio Renteria.
Mr. Renteria, welcome to court. The court marks you present in person. Court marks. You're Mauricio Renteria? How are you? Who is logged in for you online?
I did like 30 minutes ago.
And is that device still logged in?
I don't think so.
It is. And so, Mr. Chu, just direct. Well, Edna Fairbairn was logged in. She is no longer logged in. Edna Salas. Mauricio Renteria, Edna Salas. Is Edna Salas, whose witness is that?
That's my witness, Judge.
All right, just let your witnesses know that they should be here in person. I don't think we're gonna get to them before anytime soon, so they can just make them make their way downtown. All right. Officer Escobar, Ms. Salas, Mr. Salas, and Mr. Renteria, please raise your right hands. Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you will give in this cause will be the truth, so help you God?
I swear, Your Honor.
I swear, Your Honor.
Everybody has answered yes. You may lower your hands. Ms. Salas and Mr. Salas, you're the parties. You can remain here in court. You may have a seat at counsel table, and you may have a seat next to your lawyer, Ms. Salas. Officer Escobar, let me ask Ms. Garcia, who is your first witness?
Officer Escobar, Judge.
All right, so stay where you're at. Mr. Renteria, I'm gonna ask that you wait patiently outside. When you get called to testify, the gentleman in the back, our sergeant at arms, will come and let you know that we're ready to hear your testimony. Between now and then, don't talk to anybody about this case. If somebody attempts to talk to you about this case, you should let court security know. They'll inform me and we'll take it from there. Don't cause yourself to be in the hearing presence of anybody. Maybe somebody's walking by talking about the case. Just remove yourself from that situation. Do you have any questions for me? Also, don't listen to this case in person or online. You understand this? Do you understand this? All right, you may wait outside. Thank you. Officer, you may have a seat here on the witness stand. Court staff is preparing that device.
Your Honor, I don't know who else is online. I would just like an admonishment that no one can watch these proceedings on YouTube.
I did.
And if there is any way that the court can monitor that to make sure.
You're gonna have to ask on examination.
Okay.
Give us a second while we set up the device. As that device gets set up, Officer Escobar, the lawyers are gonna ask you some questions. I'm gonna ask that you pause your answers, listen to the full question, wait for a second or two until you've heard the full answer, or full question. Then you can answer. If you hear one of the lawyers, Ms. Garcia or Mr. Chu, object, just pause, and I'll let you know if you can answer. Do you have any questions? Just want to make sure, Ms. Flores, that microphone is on. Yes, what device are you? Gotcha. Just confirm that microphone is on. Negative. All right, Ms. Garcia, you may proceed when ready.
Thank you. Officer, can you please state your full name for the record?
Yes, Alejandro Escobar.
And can you let the court know how you were employed?
I am employed by the city of Laredo for the police department
How long have you been a police officer?
for approximately a year and 9 months.
Okay. And were you on duty on November 5th, 2025?
Yes, I was.
And just about, you're here because you were subpoenaed to be here, correct?
Correct.
I did ask for certain documents. Were you able to bring the documents?
I was able to bring notes.
Okay, thank you. On November 5th, 2025, did you respond to an accident at 7521 Country Club Drive?
Yes.
After reviewing your subpoena, did you review the file to refresh your memory as to the events of that day?
Yes.
Are you sure that you're fully refreshed with regard to that?
On said day, yes.
Okay. And can you please describe the call you received to respond to 7521 Country Club Drive on November 5th, 2025?
Okay. So the call came in as a hit and run report. I respond, it's by Country Club. Upon arrival, I speak with a army sergeant, and she tells me that a vehicle.
Objection, hearsay, Judge.
Sustained.
Without telling me exactly what the Army sergeant said after, let me ask you some questions. Were you able to speak to that Army sergeant who made the call?
Briefly.
Okay. From the information you gathered from her, from your communications, can you summarize for the court what her complaint was?
Objection, still hearsay, Judge. That's, you learned about the hearsay statement after speaking with the person which is out of court, Judge.
Your Honor, this is a police investigation pursuant to, and actually there's a hearsay exception with regard to public reports, public information. This was the activity of a public police officer, Judge. So there's an exception to the hearsay rules with regard to that.
What is the exception?
803. Public records and reports, 803-8. A record of a public office setting forth activities of the office, matters observed pursuant to
All
duty.
right, pursuant to 8038.
Yes.
A sub Roman numeral 2 or small I2, and I. It's respectfully overruled. You may answer.
Go ahead.
Could you repeat the question?
Yes, after speaking with the Army sergeant, from your conversation and investigation as an official police officer, what is your understanding of the complaint that day?
So as per my complainant, she informed me of a silver Toyota Tundra backing up into her vehicle.
And what was her complaint as a result of that backing up into the vehicle?
So-
Objection, hearsay, Judge.
It's an exception to hearsay. This is a formal investigation by a public officer.
Overruled.
Yeah.
You may answer. You may answer.
Her complaint was that the Tundra hit her vehicle and left the scene.
Okay, what did you do next?
She showed me a picture of the license plates, and she told me that it went into a gated community that was right next to her apartment complex. I proceeded to immediately go into the property to try to find the Tundra.
Before we go any further, what time of the day was this?
It was approximately 6 p.m. or so.
Okay, Your Honor, at this time, I do want to offer into evidence a business record affidavit that has been filed of record and has also been uploaded to case lines that was signed by the custodian of records for the Laredo Police Department. And that is in attachment number 3.
You mean, so this is case center
Center
document 3?
Yes.
Any objection to the court receiving that, Mr. Chu?
Yes, we object, Judge. The proper predicate has not been laid. This case line filing, which is filed this morning or this afternoon, Judge.
It's a
So
business.
we haven't had notice. We haven't had notice of it.
It was filed
So-
today, Judge. It's a business record affidavit signed yesterday by the custodian of records. It sets out the predicate for self-authentication under Rule 903 of the Texas Rules of Evidence, as well as the hearsay exception under Rule 803, Judge.
Judge, we still need time to challenge it. We have not had any ample time. She had just filed it this morning, Your Honor.
I mean, I should have asked before we began. Ostensibly, you had enough time to confer on these matters.
Yes, Judge.
Mr. Chu.
Yes, Judge. And we object to all the filings because it was just filed today, this morning. So
It's a TRO, but But ostensibly, if they were filed this morning, Mr. Chu, you did get the notice and you're able to open, review, receive, download, and all these things.
Yes, Judge, but we still need time to be able to object to the business record, which we haven't had time to do that.
You were set at 9, 10 this
We were
morning?
set at 10. We were set at 10, Judge, and all this filing came after 10 o'clock.
Response.
Your Honor, I had checked with the courts, not only Friday, but Monday to verify the courts, whether or not there was going to be a visiting judge. So I filed an objection. I anticipated that Your Honor would not have any availability until January 6th. So I did not upload anything to case lines and I did not file anything because of the anticipation that this case was not going to be heard until January, Judge.
Well, so let me ask this, Mr. Chu. So there's two different objections on the floor on the table, and that's one. So respond to each, Miss Garcia. One is, I think he's saying predicate, and the second is timeliness. Go ahead.
Your Honor, the business record affidavit has been filed. It is an affidavit. It speaks for itself. And if I need to get it admitted into any other way, then it's also pursuant to a public records request. And so with a public records request, it's also admissible under public records.
All right. Any reply to that response? Anything else on with regard to that objection?
Yes, Judge, we still need it still needs to be on file at least 10 business days, Judge, and this is way inside of that 10 business days. It was just filed this morning, Judge.
Your Honor, they did not make an appearance until yesterday, Judge. Yesterday or the day before, so it would be impossible to give them notice for 10 days. Then
Judge,
if that's the case, then I would ask the court to recess this matter so that we could have this heard within 10 days from the filing of this business record affidavit.
Well,
Judge,
so
this motion was
Miss Garcia, Mr. Chu. This is exactly what I'm trying to avoid, and what I'm trying to avoid, Mr. Chu. And maybe I shouldn't, because it's your objection, right? I should just say sustain, and then there we go. And then the problem with sustaining the objection, as I see it, is that it, well, number one, delays, and you all know my judicial philosophy on that. One, two. But really, and I don't know what impact, if any, it has on the children, which is really the concern for the court.
So that's my third objection would be relevance. My third objection would be relevance, Judge.
My thought is this is why you should be in person. So, but if I were Mr. Salas with the objection, if the court sustains it, then everything stays the same. Ostensibly over the holidays, that's not the position that anybody would want themselves in. You see what I'm saying? But I mean, I can sustain, and then we'll come back. But the problem there is, I think, without receiving any evidence, everything stays the same until evidence and testimony can be fully heard.
I don't think that's
This is exactly why I wanted you all to confer.
Judge, we've conferred and we can't reach an agreement, and it doesn't stay the same because they have the burden to prove there is a danger to the children, thereby keeping Mr. Salas away from the children. I mean, they've already done that, but this is their day in court. They filed this since December. I mean, Your Honor signed this since December 5th, Judge. Well, more than the 10 days. And here they're trying to surprise everybody by filing this stuff at the last minute, trying to get the business records in without a proper custodian to prove it up.
Judge,
they have the officer before you to testify what he observed, and he's there, he's here.
All right. Sustain, let's move on.
This moment matters a lot. The body cam footage is officially admitted, and that shifts the entire dynamic of the hearing. Until now, we've heard arguments, objections, and speculation. But video evidence has a way of cutting through noise. Still, notice how carefully the judge navigates this. This isn't a criminal trial. Guilt or innocence isn't the issue. The court is laser-focused on conduct and whether it impacts the children's safety. So ask yourself, does what you're seeing justify stripping unsupervised parental rights? Or is this evidence being stretched beyond its purpose?
Officer, did you have occasion to turn your body camera on?
At the time of the incident, yes.
Okay. I would like to introduce into evidence number 5, Judge, which is the body camera, and I'm going to ask you to take a look at it,
You're asking for the video to be played.
to be played, so that my client can take a look at it, so that he can authenticate it.
Court staff will prompt and play number 5.
Judge, object to the evidence coming in. Proper predicate hasn't been laid, Your Honor.
But
I'm-
I'm not admitting it at this time.
I'm trying to lay the predicate. It's
But-
over an hour long, and I'm willing to sit here and have him look at the entirety of it so that he can verify it is his complete body cam video footage. So I'm willing to do that for over an hour so the officer can verify.
I'm certainly not willing to sit here for an hour. Y'all.
And either way, Judge, you have a live witness here to testify.
I think the images, Judge, will assist this court in making a determination in the best interest of the children.
So the video is playing. Any questions?
Mr. Officer Escobar, do you recognize this video?
Yes.
Do you see the time, the date and the time above?
Yes.
Is that a true and correct time in which you initiated your body cam recording at Mr. Salas's residence on November 5th, 20?
Yes.
Police, Policía Laredo.
Do you know how long you may have been there?
Approximately 30 to 40 minutes waiting for him to step outside.
Okay. And after that?
Victor Factor.
I picked up his vehicle.
Okay. And after that?
After that, I returned back to my complaint.
What is the name of the red shirt
Okay.
on?
The Army Sergeant?
Yes.
And did you have occasion to go back to Mr. Salas's?
Yes.
Does your body camera video show all of that?
Yes.
Your Honor, just to make sure that he reviews it to verify that it contains all that, I'd like to go to
Is that a request to continue playing or to stop?
Laredo Police, Policía Laredo.
I see. The request, Ms. Flores, is that you fast forward the video.
If you can fast forward to the tape at 7 minutes 55 seconds, or the time of 1836. Little bit back. $7.55. You recognize that, officer?
Yes.
And what were you doing at that time?
Judge, objection, he's testifying to evidence not in,
Do you recognize, is that a natural continuation of your
Ms.
call?
Brown, this is Officer
Fine.
Escobar with
Yeah.
the Laredo Police
Okay.
Department. I'm here with the
Uh,
truck. What did your command say regarding the
Okay,
charges?
can we move to time?
Okay, sounds
40
good. I'm here
minutes.
trying, just to let you know, I'm here trying to make contact with
that he
the
came out about-
owner of the vehicle. I see the truck parked here on the drive. Mr. Salas. Tengo que hablar con usted aquí afuera. ¿Puede salir para afuera? ¿Tiene armas? No. Vas acá afuera conmigo. Estuvo involucrado en un accidente y no se paró. Salga para afuera, si no lo voy a sacar. Salga para afuera. No, no. Véngase para acá, por favor. Voy a usar más fuerzas. ¿No tienes armas? Tienes aquí. Mr. Salas, ¿por qué no salías? Vamos por acá. So, mira, estuvo involucrado en un choque ahorita, Mr. Salas. No se paró.
Where?
Over here, on Country Club. Let's go over here.
So then you said that you went back to the complainant, correct?
Yes.
Estuvo involucrado en un accidente y no se paró. Nada más dio un número de teléfono.
Judge,
Dijo, I
again,
got it, I'll fix
testifying
it.
from
¿Por qué no se
a
paró? Está
video that's
tomado.
not admitted
I'm
into
checking
evidence.
my next,
No,
if we
no,
can now
no,
go
nomás.
to
No
timestamp
fixing, ya.
Mr.
54.
Salas, mira,
Overruled. It's not being introduced.
Oh, I'm sorry, it's not 54. Yes, if we can go to 54, please.
I'm so sorry for the delay. I understand that you had a picture. May I see it?
Stop right
Which
there.
one? The one that you took of the male subject.
Does that depict when you went
So
back
we'll-
to talk to the complainant?
Yes.
Is that the Army Sergeant complainant that you were talking about?
Yes.
Okay. And then you said you went back to the residence, correct?
Correct.
So if we can go back to one hour, 11 minutes.
Laredo Police. Hello.
Stop
I
the
just
video
responded
there.
to Mr. Salas. Salas, I kept your wallet.
Officer, does that depict the next activity that you described going back to Mr. Salas's residence at 7521 Country Club Drive?
Yes.
The entire time of this video, if we can go to the end to mark the end time. Just want to note it. It's at 1 hour, 13 minutes, 15 seconds, more or less. And the time is 1942. Is that a complete depiction of your response time to Hugo Salas's office after this call on November 5th, 2025, from beginning to end?
Yes.
Does this video accurately represent the video that you captured on your body camera on that night?
Yes.
Did you upload it to your regular system for preservation?
Yes.
Is that standard practice with regard to the Laredo Police Department?
Yes.
Is this a true and correct copy of the body camera image that your body camera took in responding to this call on November 5th, 2025 in its entirety?
Yes, it is.
I'd like to offer this into evidence, Judge.
Response, if any?
Just one additional question. Officer, were there any deletions or additions to this video?
No.
No objection, Judge.
Thank you.
So, Ms. Flores, what case center number is that?
5, Your Honor.
Case center 5 is hereby admitted without objection as movements 1.
Thank you.
Ms. Garcia.
Officer, you said that do you recall the Army Sergeant's name?
Yes, I do.
What is her name?
Sergeant Anaya Brown.
Is she from Laredo?
No, she's not.
Do you have any reason to believe that she continues to stay in Laredo today?
I do not know.
Okay. And just to refresh the court's memory, you stated that she provided you a photograph.
She did show me a photo.
What photo was that, if you can describe it?
She showed me a photo of Mr. Salas inside his Tundra.
Okay. How were you able to deduce Mr. Salas being the person involved in that accident driving the Toyota Tundra?
Could you rephrase that?
How were you able to confirm rather, that Hugo Salas was the person driving the Toyota Tundra in this accident on November 5th, 2025?
I confirmed this based off her statement.
Excuse me?
I confirmed this based off her statement and the photo she showed me.
Okay. So how were you able to get his address?
Once she provided me the license plates, I ran them through our mobile computer terminal and found an address of Plymouth, but she told me he had gone into that property.
Okay. How did you get his apartment number or condo number?
I saw the Tundra parked outside.
Okay. So what did you do next?
I proceeded to check the Tundra to see if the driver was possibly in there.
And what did you find?
An empty truck.
What did you do next?
I proceeded to knock at the residence.
Okay, you testified previously that he did not come to the door for 40 minutes. Is that correct?
Approximately, yes.
Okay. Did you attempt to call him on the telephone?
I believe I did ask the dispatch, yes, to try to
Okay.
find the phone.
How did you have his phone number?
We have it through our database.
Okay. Did you call his number?
I can't recall.
Do you want me to
Exactly.
refresh your memory?
Yes, please.
If we can play exhibit number 1, tape time is at 7 minutes, 55 seconds, please.
Is this the same video?
Yes.
Ms. Flores, go ahead.
Ms. Brown, this is Officer Escobar with the Laredo Police Department. I'm here with the truck. What did your command say regarding the charges?
That you calling his cell phone?
No, I was calling the sergeant.
Okay, can you go back to 1836 and 7:55? Do I have that wrong? Okay, I'm gonna move on. I have. I'm gonna move on. I'm sorry, Judge. I have that wrong.
Go ahead.
What did you do after that?
After the phone call,
Yes.
I proceeded to ask the sergeant to see if she wanted to press charges for hit and run.
And what was her response?
She wanted to confirm with her major to see if she could proceed with charges.
Okay. Did you call the tow truck?
Yes, I did.
You testified that Mr. Salas eventually came out, correct?
Yes,
Was the tow truck already there?
it was already there. Yes.
Was there noise? Were there lights?
My lights were on and the tow truck's lights were on.
Okay. Can we go to tape time 39 minutes, 30 seconds, please?
And Judge, I object again to relevance. This is temporary orders, Judge. We're here as if we were on the merits of the case, Your Honor. So, I mean, I haven't heard anything about the children or any danger to the children, or if the children were involved.
Your judge, this is a hit and run accident. The officer already testified that the complainant said she was hit, that the driver who has been identified as Hugo Salas left the scene. I need to develop the testimony because I think any parent would agree with me that a person, and we're getting to the meat of it, that Mr. Salas is intoxicated.
Go ahead, Ms. Flores.
Ya le noté todos los daños. Tenía daños acá. Adelante nada más el bumper. Bumper y la headlight. Era lo único. Ya la intenté chingos de veces. Déjame intentarlo otra vez. Mr. Salas. Laredo Police Department. Mr. Salas. Mr. Salas. Tengo que hablar con usted aquí afuera. ¿Puede salir para afuera? ¿Tiene armas? No. Vas acá afuera conmigo. Estuvo involucrado en un accidente y no se paró. Salga para afuera, si no lo voy a sacar. Salga para afuera. No, no, véngase para acá, por favor. Usa más fuerzas. ¿No tienes armas? ¿Qué tienes aquí? Mr. Salas, ¿por qué no salías? Vamos por acá. So, mira, estuvo involucrado en un choque ahorita, Mr. Salas. No se paró.
No estuvo.
Hmm?
Where?
Over here, on Country Club. Let's go over here. Estuvo involucrado en un accidente y no se paró. Nada más dio un número de teléfono. Dijo, I got it, I'll fix it. ¿Por qué no se paró? Está tomado.
Digo, no, digo, nomás. Fixing, ya.
Mr. Salas, mira, they're gonna take it. It's gonna get impounded. Were you driving?
Digo, I just said, I'll fix it.
Were you driving? Yes or no?
Back then, yes, I was driving.
Were you driving the truck right now?
No, ahorita no. I'm here at my house.
Okay, you didn't drive it right now when it was crashed? Who was driving it?
No.
The lady has
Digo, that's
the lady has a picture of you driving.
Yeah, fair enough.
Were you driving? Yes or no? She has a picture of you.
Okay. Can I call my lord, Nathan Thomas?
You have that, right?
Nathan Chu.
I'll let you use my phone number, all right? Do you have the keys?
No,
Can I borrow them? It's gonna get impounded. Regardless of you calling your lawyer, it's gonna get impounded.
Can we
Okay.
stop the tape right there, Judge?
Because you're involved in a hit and run.
This, court staff will stop.
Just so I can ask the officer some questions. Does this refresh your memory as to what occurred?
Yes, it does.
Is Mr. Salas the person depicted in that video that we just saw? Mr. Salas sitting right here across from me at this table.
Yes, that's him.
When he first came out of the door, what did you notice? What smell did you notice?
A strong and distinct odor of alcoholic beverage.
When you saw Mr. Salas, what did you notice about his affect and his physical appearance?
He was disoriented.
Did it concern you that he may be intoxicated?
Objection, Judge, speculation.
This is his job, Judge.
All right, so
Judge.
here's the instruction in the ruling. Don't guess, don't speculate. You're here in your capacity as a Laredo police officer with 1 year and 9 months experience. In that capacity, you may respond. You can give your opinion. The objection is respectfully overruled. You may answer.
I did suspect him of being intoxicated.
And is that based on your training, knowledge, and experience as a Laredo police officer?
Yes, it is.
As your interview with him continued, and it goes on for about 10 more minutes, did you continue to see any behaviors that concerned you that he may be an intoxicated person?
Objection, speculation.
Based on your training, knowledge, experience, and interaction with Mr. Salas on that night?
Overruled. You may answer.
Yes, he did show signs.
Okay. Did Miss Brown at any time tell you or express to you her belief that he was intoxicated at the time of the accident?
Objection, speculation, and hearsay.
Sustained.
Based on your investigation as an officer, did you communicate with the complainant with regard to what she saw and experienced at the time of the accident?
Objection, hearsay, and speculation. This is an opinion from a third party, Judge.
Overruled. You may answer. The way it was asked, you may answer.
Yes, she told me that he appeared intoxicated.
Okay. Did she tell you that he smelled of alcohol?
Objection, hearsay.
Sustained.
From your
answer.
investigation and as an officer investigating this incident at the time of the accident on November 2nd, 2025, did the complainant express any concerns at the time of the accident that she smelled alcohol on the person who hit her?
Objection, leading. Objection, hearsay. Objection, speculation.
Sustained as to leading.
From your investigation with Miss Brown, did she express any other concerns to you regarding the basis of this accident?
Objection, hearsay, Judge.
Overruled. You may answer.
Yes, she did. She had a concern that he might do this to other people.
Okay. Did she have any other concerns expressed to you during your investigation on the night of November 5th, 2025, as to whether or not this could be alcohol related?
Objection, leading. Objection, hearsay.
Sustained as to leading.
Did Miss Brown, throughout your investigation, express any other concerns with regard to the condition of the driver alleged in this accident?
Objection, hearsay.
Overruled. You may answer.
Yes, she did.
What did she express?
Objection, hearsay.
Response.
This is the derivation of an investigation, Judge. I'm following up with his yes answer.
Overruled.
Judge, this is directly backdooring a hearsay and trying to get the hearsay statements in. She's not in court for me
Okay.
to.
I understand. Overruled. You may answer.
She was concerned that he was intoxicated and would possibly do this again.
Okay. From your 14-minute conversation initially with Mr. Salas, did he admit he was driving?
No, he didn't.
Did he admit he was involved in a hit and run?
No.
You did tell him your opinion, though, that you felt he was intoxicated, correct?
Yes.
During your investigation, isn't it true that he told you that he offered to pay the driver?
Objection, leading.
I believe it was in the video, Judge.
But I mean, the evidence speaks for itself, Your Honor.
Sustained.
Okay. You reviewed the video, correct?
Yes,
Right
I
now.
did.
It was in Spanish, correct?
Yes.
Some of it was in English.
Yes.
Do you recall Mr. Salas making any statement on that video with regard to his offer to pay the driver?
Yes.
In your experience as an officer, do you have an opinion as to whether or not that could be an admission of guilt?
Objection, speculation, Judge.
Sustained. Don't answer.
Now-
Don't answer.
I would like the court to review the remainder of the video, Judge, so that, as Mr. Chu said, the video speaks for itself. For your honor to,
Any other questions?
yes, I do have other questions.
Go ahead.
Did Mr. Salas ever, you saw the video where he said he wanted to speak to his attorney, correct?
Correct.
Did he ever refer to his attorney in any other official capacity?
No.
I'm going to refresh your memory and take you to, if we can go to the tape at 43:15, 43 minutes, 15 seconds to refresh your memory.
Stop. That's all we need. Let's go outside, Mr. Salas.
Pero recordar a mí.
Háblale a tu lawyer, but let's do it outside, please.
Yeah, but the judge.
Call whoever you need, but let's do it outside, please.
Can we stop it there?
Well, you know what?
Did you hear what he said?
Yes, I did.
What did he say?
He referenced his lawyer as a judge.
Okay. In that moment, I want your opinion as the person who was the recipient of that statement. In your opinion, why did he refer to his attorney as the judge?
Objection, speculation, Judge.
This is his opinion. He's the one that was the recipient. Mr. Salas specifically referred to Nathan Chu as my attorney, the
I know.
judge, to an official officer. So I want to know how the officer took
let
that.
me ask this. I mean, we heard the video and the court will take notice of everyone's position. work capacity. But Ms. Garcia, in this case, taking all of this into account, what issue does that help the court resolve, or how does that play into the court's contemplation of the ultimate issues?
I'm going to get into Mr. Salas's driving history and past stops, Judge.
Well, I mean,
And also
you can
statements-
do that,
and
but
also-
Mr. Chu, but give me one
Yes.
second. But Mr. Chu's occupation has nothing to do with Mr. Salas's driving history.
Judge, the purpose of this is not to emphasize Mr. Chu's occupation. It is to emphasize Mr. Salas's use, name dropping of his attorney as a judge and his inability to take into consideration and admit that he has a drinking problem and instead gets away with these stops. by-
Objection sidebar, Judge.
by possibly,
I mean,
Your Honor,
Let's
by possibly using.
so the confined driving history and all these things may or may not be relevant to this, but let's just move on at this point.
Speaking of his driving history, was it part of your stop on that night in investigation to look into Mr. Salas's driving history?
Yes, it was.
Do you recall what you saw with regard to his driving history that night?
Yes, I do. I recall.
Okay. Can you provide the court information with regard to his driving history that was part of your investigation on November 5th, 2025?
So regarding his history, I did notice that there was past instances of intoxicated person.
Okay. For other stops in the past?
After further review, it wasn't a stop. It was an intoxicated person at a business.
Okay. What date was that?
That was on October the 1st,
Of what year?
2025.
Okay. And from your review of his history, what
At its core, this case highlights how quickly family court can pivot on a single incident. No arrest, no criminal conviction, yet serious custody consequences are on the table. The judge makes it clear, this court isn't here to decide criminal guilt, only whether the behavior presented poses a risk to children. That distinction is critical and often misunderstood. Temporary orders like these can reshape families long before final rulings are made. So now I want to hear from you. Was the court right to move cautiously, or should stronger protections have been imposed? If you found this case as shocking as we did, hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns.
did that incident